Sonam Wangchuk lose his life? Nobody wants him to. Whether you are pro or anti-government, no nation can afford to lose a genius like Sonam Wangchuk. He is a visionary, an innovator, and a change maker. But today, he is on his 20th day of an indefinite hunger strike. Clock is ticking and the stakes have never been higher. This is not new to India. From Mahatma Gandhi to Bhagat Singh to Anna Hazare, India has always chosen this path. It is the ultimate non-violent yet powerful weapon of the nation or people who believe in non-violence but don't accept non-justice. But guess where this concept began? Do you think it started in France, the supposed birthplace of modern democracy? Or perhaps the United States, which claims liberty as its highest value? Guess again. It started right here in India, 500 years before the Common Era. It was a practice called Pratyapavesha. A person would sit at the door of the one who had wronged them, refusing food, forcing the offender to confront their conscience. This tradition fueled our freedom struggle. In 1929, Bhagat Singh launched a historic 116-day hunger strike. He was not just fighting for food, he was fighting for the dignity of Indian prisoners. His associate, Jatin Das, died on the 63rd day of that fast. That sacrifice shook the British Empire. And then there was Mahatma Gandhi. He perfected the art of the fast. He undertook 18 significant fasts during the freedom movement, using his own body as a political lever to force change, to stop violence, and to demand unity. Whether it was for Hindu-Muslim harmony or the rights of the depressed classes, his fasts were a relentless spiritual force. In modern history, we saw the power of this tool in 2011 when Anna Hazare's movement created a massive wave that literally toppled ruling government and forced the creation of a new anti-corruption body. But be careful, hunger strikes are a deadly weapon. They do not always end in victory. Remember J.D. Agrawal, the brilliant IIT professor turned environmentalist known as Swami Sanand. He fasted for over 100 days to save the Ganga river. He did not win. He died in the hospital bed. It is not just a protest, it is a countdown to organ failure. Sonam Wangchuk is testing the system. History tells us it can work, but it also warns us of the fatal cost. Is the system listening, or are we witnessing another tragic chapter in our history? What do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.